Module 7, Productisation. Productisation is finalising, concretising and standardising a product or a service for markets in a form that can be repeated, duplicated and reproduced by anyone maintaining the same value and quality. The process includes defining and documenting all aspects and dimensions of the final product or service, covering its use, purpose, whom it is for, who benefits from it and how, where and by whom it is produced and with what resources, what is the level of standardisation, customisation and cultural variation, how much does it cost, and all the legal, safety and licensing aspects. A core element in successful productisation is the documentation of the process. Productisation is internal and external. External productisation is directed towards customers and stakeholders. It concretises products and services for them and thus lowers the risk of purchase, which facilitates selling and buying. Internal productisation is directed toward your own company, aiming to create understanding of the product or service inside the company. This helps to improve the quality of the delivery and internal processes, such as follow-up, reporting and cooperation. It also lowers the dependence of staff and facilitates recognising dependencies, synergies and risks. In addition, and consequently, productisation has the following benefits. Replicability. It helps to maintain uniform quality on product or service. It can expand and prolong the lifespan of a product or service. It lowers risk of unprofitability by facilitating estimate costs and the direction of development, better control of production, and facilitating further development. All this enables and increases growth, competitiveness and value. It helps in branding and differentiating from competitors. It assists in contractual and legal processes, IPR issues and licensing, and it provides support to management and strategy. Productisation is strategically profitable as the time and resources invested in productisation return as increased profitability and competitiveness. Anything can be productised, from products and services to ideologies, persons, places, cultures and expertise. What is productised influences on the realisation of the productisation process. For instance, services are immaterial and characterised by a high need of customisation, client orientation and participation. In addition, a service is often partly created and produced at the same time. Have a look at examples of productisation in the additional video 2. An essential part of productisation is to determine the level of standardisation and customisation of a product or a service. A product or a service can be fully standardised or customised or something in between. A standardised product or service is the same for all. Such can be, for instance, milk bought from a supermarket. Services, on the other hand, are often customised due to the great variation of customer needs and unique service situations. In customisation, consumers can choose and create personalised products and services from standardised modules. Mass customisation instead is widely used in the car industry. A customer can select the interiors, accessories or the colour of different elements. A key for standardisation is the heterogeneity of customer needs. More heterogenic needs equals to a higher level of customisation. Learn more about product dimensions in the additional video 1. Productisation is a holistic process that can be divided into 3 main phases. 1. Planning and enabling productisation. 2. Implementing productisation. And 3. Measurement and improvement. This module focuses mainly on the phases 2 and 3 that take place after the product development and testing. 1. Planning and enabling productisation. The starting point to productisation is the business plan and strategy of the company. They should be the base of the product and service productisation processes, as also identification of needs for the product and framing the challenge. These create basis for further product or service development processes that are idea generation, conceptualisation, product development and testing. Find out more about these and customer needs in modules 1 to 6. 2. Implementing productisation. Phase 2 continues from the outcomes of the product testing and aims to improve and finalise the product or service ready for production and markets. 2.1. Finalising the alpha product, that is, the main product or service. All the details, costs, production needs, such as materials, machinery, skills and staff needed for production, etc., name, basic price and service or product promise are defined, and IPR, that's intellectual property rights, and safety issues are checked and verified. For a service, this can be a service model of the basic process. During this phase, the level of standardization or customization is defined. The basic price helps to understand what the final price might be and if the price fits the spectrum that customers are willing to pay and the company's image. If not, alterations can be made. It is carefully examined that the product fits the brand and the company's product portfolio. The story for the product is created at this stage, as it's not just the product that people buy, but also its attributes and connotations, not just a lighter, but the lighter of Amelia Earhart. 2.2. Planning the variations and multiplication. Product and service variations are created of the alpha product or service. These can be tangible, like size or colour, or intangible, like differentiating service pathways for consumers with different needs. The variations can become modules to select in mass productization or in customizing the service. All the variations and their implementation are carefully documented, as is the participation of customers in customization. Culture often influences variations. The legal issues around the cultural variations should carefully be examined due to different legislation. The second elemental legal issue considers licensing and licensing contracts. As it is part of the product and service format that is transferred, the company can protect its uniformity of brand and quality. 2.3. Preparing of production, definition of roles and training staff. Finally, the production processes and the final price are planned, calculated and defined. This phase includes deciding where production takes place, agreements and other legal issues regarding production, who to contact, when, what are the timeframes, and the responsibilities, etc. Other activities are training staff, defining how customers are told about the use and purpose of the product, where to buy it, the support processes for the product and services, and producing any additional processes and materials for the process. This phase leads to branding, commercialization, and launching. Legal and contractual issues are an important part of this phase. They cover, for instance, intellectual property rights, laws of products, materials, ages of consumers, packaging and other elements of products and services, plus agreements and contracts with any parties, for example subcontractors. It is important to note that laws may change country by country. The EU provides elemental information about regulations on products, raw materials, packaging and other elements that are useful for productization too. 3. Measurement and improvement. The results of productization should be examined internally and externally. In both cases, the measurement criteria are set, processes put into place and implemented, and results examined. These should cover all areas from the quality of products to cost. The results of the follow-up activities and measurements should be documented and used for directing the activity. The outcomes should be used for improving products and services, optimizing processes, and any other issues that may arise. Consequently, products, services, and internal and external processes are improved and developed further based on feedback, results, and experiences. The whole process of productization is carefully documented.